Hey, live once again. Happy Wednesday, June 11th. I've been doing the date thing lately. I don't know if it helps. I figure I'll do this for a few weeks. Over time. We'll see if those timestamps really mean anything. My guess is that it's not great for the future, but let's keep it going because look, we're going live here. I don't have a script, so you also have only done, this is what, the 58th episode. So I don't feel like there's a pattern yet. So we'll see in time if through patterns we could recognize that sharing what day it is, what day of the week it is, which I don't think matters in the future. Just a test I'm doing. Anyway, the thing I wanted to chat about today, I was in the Circle forum, and I'm a Squarespace Circle Gold partner, and there's obviously always feature requests in there, and I won't and can't get into what all those feature requests are. One of them in general is around permissions, like allow someone in to edit content, allow someone admin access, a general thing that every single web builder out there has. And what I'm going to chat about is not Squarespace specific. This pertains to every single platform out there. And it's about notifications in general when we do project work. As a service provider, some people want to know and keep on top of all of the things that are happening in the website, from whether that is from a security perspective or a content addition perspective. We want to be able to protect our work. And other people definitely fall on the other side of the fence. Like, I'm done with this website, this project, this service offering. I just want to hand it over. I don't want any service emails. I don't want any notifications about people logging in or content updates. I don't want notifications about card failures, whatever it is. And to be honest, that's what's boggling my mind. Having worked at companies with lots of extremely good sales people, and having worked in sales in the past, whether that was tending bar, I sold cars for a little while, I sold meat for a little while. Basically, that was a call center thing. It was like you call up and you order meat and I show up and get you to finish the order and have it delivered. That was weird, walking into people's homes to help them buy a bunch of meat, especially since most of them were extremely skeptical. And having sold cars, I learned a lot about callbacks and people who you don't close, like staying in contact with them. And having worked in professional organizations, services, like I said before, I spent 2.5 decades at agencies as a designer, art director, and creative director. And the idea that you want to deliver a project, a service like a website or something, and then never hear about what goes on inside of that website is really strange to me. Like I said, really polished professional salespeople jump at the chance to have any valid or productive reason to engage existing clients or prospects or leads, period. So anytime something happens within a client's website or their project, I like to know about it because I want a valuable reason to make contact with them again, to do outreach, to say, just check in and see how it's going, to try and keep them somewhat warm. And I see people who are really good at sales that do that with me with a nice email like, hey, I saw it's your birthday today, or hey, I saw this account had a card failure, or I saw that we hit some sales record. Congratulations. Like, that's really valuable because it's the downtimes when we don't think about how important it is to keep old relationships or engagements warm and in contact. During the downtimes when we're like, I don't have enough clients, or we're not growing, or whatever the reason we're experiencing downtime is, or a down season or something, that's when we can go back to people who we've kept warm. And even though we haven't sold them anything, or they haven't bought anything, or we haven't done a project for them in years, having stayed in touch and having had not so passive or light small talk emails go back and forth. That's when we can say, hey, I noticed this thing is going on with your website or your account. Let me know if you want me to jump in and fix it. It's little things like that that keep the business going and keep engagements and relationships warm. And it's not just for that project, okay? By staying in touch with people whom we've worked with in the past, we expand the value of our network. Like, those people are always still in our network, right? There's the people we know, like, and trust, the people who know us and we don't know that well, and then people that we barely know. Like, the ring of specificity erodes as it goes out. But in general, keeping these relationships and these engagements warm will go a long way to getting referral work or, finding other opportunities in the future. So it's important that we keep those engagements, those relationships as warm as possible. And I know it's a ton of work. Some of us just do it with bulk email. We just send out a list, have our email list. We can do it that way. It's not personal, but it is a way. I like getting the notifications from the website no matter what happens, even if there's nothing actionable for me to do, because over time a pattern evolves and I can say, hey, you've had a number of forms come in that are baloney, like they're crap. They're not good leads or they're not good contacts. So maybe consider adding a field, making it required, like a name or something like that. Little things like that add value to those businesses, and that expands out in 100 ways. It doesn't just have to be a contact form. It can be a phone number. It can be anything like card failure. Like, I notice your trigger emails are getting responded to this way. Then that's a great reason that we can create value in that world and stay in touch and keep that engagement warm so that in the future, they'll think of us because we're still warm. We haven't cooled off as we've exited out of their immediate ring and into the outer rings. So yeah, I was just a little bewildered by the people who are like, I don't want any notifications from client websites. Once it's out, I want nothing. And they keep me on as an admin and I don't want the emails. And I'm like, I want all those emails. I want all those emails. I can dump them into a folder or something. I don't have to take action on them, but I do like to watch for patterns so that I have a meaningful way to re-engage with people or notice ways that they can improve on their business. And that, like I said, it's not platform specific and it's not specific to any type of business or service industry. It's literally just taking advantage of a resource that is just part of my deliverable that I have access to. And I think people should want it and want to do the same. It's strange to me to not want to make contact with someone who's been a client or a customer in the past, because they're too valuable to you. So, and to me, too valuable to me. So everybody I've worked with that's been a client in the past is valuable. You can't unknow somebody. They're in your network now, like them or not. So it's better to work with them and it's better to keep them warm. Anyway, I'm done with that. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, holler at your boy. Just say, hey, you're crazy. I'm fine. I'm down with whatever. And I want you to know you sat through this for 9 minutes. I appreciate it. It is not lost on me. So I think you should go have a great rest of your week. I will see you Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, right back here. We're going to go live again with another great topic. And if you think I'm crazy about sales and I don't get it, then whatever. You can yell at me in the comments too or DM me on another platform. I don't care. I'm open to it. So have yourself a great day, and I will see you Friday right back here.